Tesco isn't just a store, it's a shopping experience that can trick you into overspending a lot of money. Or it can make you save a lot of money if you know all their tricks. The first trick is their store layout psychology. Tesco doesn't just take your money at the till. They shape your behaviour the moment you step inside. Ever wondered why the bakery is always near the entrance? That wave of warm bread smell isn't an accident. It's pumped into the air to make you hungrier and more likely to buy food you didn't plan on. Fresh fruit and veg line the front aisles. Not because it's convenient, but because seeing colourful produce makes you feel healthy and responsible, priming you to justify buying junk food later in the shop. Meanwhile, essentials like milk and eggs are almost always pushed to the back. To get them, you have to walk through aisles packed with temptations. Supermarkets call this the racetrack, a guided loop designed to maximise your exposure to high-margin goods. Tesco has even experimented with slow music during quieter hours, because research shows people shop 30% longer when the tempo drops. Longer time inside equals bigger spend. Your shopping trip feels casual, but it's engineered like a casino floor. Number 2. Shrinkflation on the shelves. Think you're buying the same products year after year? Think again. Tesco, along with other major chains, has quietly shrunk many of its items while keeping the price the same or even higher. Chocolate bars that used to be 200 grams are now 180. Crisp bags filled with more air than potatoes. Biscuits slimmed down by 10% without warning. A 2023 report by the ONS showed shrinkflation affected over 2,500 grocery products in the UK in just 5 years. Tesco shelves are full of these silent reductions. The worst part? Your loyalty points and promotions hide the sting. By the time you realise that family pack of cookies doesn't last the week anymore, you've already normalised it. It's not a bargain, it's a slow bleed of your wallet. But Tesco has taken the game further with stealth packaging. Bags of crisps are puffed with extra air. Bottles have concave bases that reduce liquid content without you noticing. Cleaning products are sold in concentrated formulas, but when diluted to use, they barely last as long as the old versions. And the worst part? Most shoppers never notice. By the time you do, your budget is already leaking pounds you thought you saved. The £3 meal deal trick. Tesco's meal deal has become a British institution. A sandwich, crisps and a drink for £3, or £3.40 or £3.90 depending on location. Students swear by it. Office workers rely on it. But peel back the wrapper and it's one of the most sophisticated psychological traps in retail. Individually, the items in a meal deal often cost £1.50 to £3 each. Put together, Tesco frames it as unbeatable value. Yet compare the prices against Aldi or Lidl's grab-and-go ranges, and you'll often find those items cheaper individually. Even inside Tesco itself, the prices shift to force your hand. That premium sandwich suddenly costs £3.25 alone, more than the entire deal, making the £3 option irresistible. But here's the sting. Tesco's profit margins on meal deal items are far higher than on standard groceries. Drinks supplied by big brands like Coca-Cola and Walker's come at wholesale rates that make Tesco's cost less than half what you're paying. And you're more likely to grab extra items while you're there. It's the classic loss leader strategy. But this time, Tesco isn't even losing money. They've turned a simple lunch into a nationwide psychological trick that generates millions. Multi-buy madness. 2 for £4, 3 for £5, buy one get one free. Tesco thrives on multi-buy deals. They sound like savings until you do the maths. Investigations have shown countless examples where a multi-buy deal actually costs more per unit than just buying one. Why does this matter? Because multi-buy deals trick you into buying more than you need. Families throw away an estimated £800 a year in wasted food, much of it from supermarket over-purchasing. And Tesco knows it. That extra bag of salad or extra pack of mince? More likely to end up in the bin. Tesco's profits stay safe. Your money doesn't. Tesco's own brand game. Tesco Value. Tesco Finest. Everyday essentials. At first glance, they're just tiers of quality. But here's the insider truth. Many Tesco own brand items are made in the exact same factories as the premium brands sitting right beside them. Tesco butter? Often from the same dairies as Lurpak. Their baked beans? Produced in factories that also churn out Heinz. Even Tesco's crisps are sometimes made by Walkers. The only difference is the label and the price you pay. Consumer blind taste tests have repeatedly shown Tesco's mid-tier brands perform just as well as national names. Yet, Tesco counts on shoppers reaching for the real thing, spending 20 to 40% more for packaging and advertising. At the same time, Tesco Finest plays another trick, selling premiumized versions of basics. Truffle oil crisps, artisan sourdoughs, champagne chutneys, at margins even higher than the brands they imitate. You feel like you're treating yourself. Tesco feels like they've struck gold. Clubcard, the surveillance bargain. Tesco's most powerful product isn't food, it's data. The Clubcard, launched in 1995, was one of the first supermarket loyalty cards in the world. Today, it tracks the shopping habits of more than 20 million UK households. Every time you swipe it, Tesco learns not just what you buy, but when, how often, in what combinations, and even at what stage of life you're in. New baby products? Expect nappies and formula coupons. Buying wine every Friday? They'll target you with offers right before the weekend. Your shopping isn't just feeding your family, it's feeding Tesco's surveillance machine. And those personalised deals you get, they're not gifts, they're bait to lock you into repeating purchases that maximise Tesco's profits. The price tag illusion. Walk into Tesco and the first thing that grabs your eye are those bright yellow shelf tags. Clubcard price, save £2, buy one, get one half price. It feels like you're gaming the system, grabbing bargains no one else knows about. But here's the catch. Many of those savings are an illusion. Consumer watchdogs like Which and the CMA have repeatedly called out UK supermarkets, Tesco included, for price anchoring. That means the higher original price you see on a label may not have actually been the real price for very long. In fact, items are often marked at a higher reference price for just a few weeks, only so Tesco can slash it later and make the discount look massive. You're not saving 30%, you might just be paying the normal rate dressed up as a special. Then there's Clubcard itself. Around 80% of Tesco's transactions now happen with one, and if you don't have one, your price can be double. What looks like exclusive savings is really a system designed to lock you in. Tesco has even admitted that non-Clubcard prices are deliberately inflated to push customers onto the scheme. And once you're in, your every purchase is tracked, logged, and sold back to you in personalised marketing. That deal on biscuits, it's there because Tesco knows you bought biscuits last week. The illusion of generosity, returns and refunds. One reason people trust Tesco is their relatively lenient returns policy. But behind the smiles, there's strategy. Returns don't cost Tesco as much as you think. Faulty or spoiled products are often written off as supplier losses, not Tesco's. Meanwhile, every smooth refund builds loyalty that lasts years. Shoppers who feel looked after return more often, spend more freely, and are less likely to jump ship to rivals. Tesco sees returns not as a financial hit, but as one of the cheapest investments in customer retention they can make. The forgotten aisles, Expired tricks. Talk to Tesco employees and you'll hear stories that never make it to glossy advertising campaigns. Shelves being faced up with items pushed forward to hide older stock. Products shuffled around so customers can't compare prices easily. Yellow sticker reductions delayed until late at night when fewer customers are in store, forcing more people to pay full price earlier in the day. There are even claims that some stores deliberately understock budget items to push shoppers towards pricier alternatives. That £1.15 loaf might be missing, but the £1.65 premium bread is stacked high. Multiply that across thousands of stores, and Tesco has engineered a subtle, invisible price rise without ever raising the official price tag. Tesco Bank, mobile and insurance. Tesco is no longer just a supermarket. It's a bank, a phone provider, an insurance broker, a travel money exchanger, a broadband supplier, and every one of these services is designed to tie you deeper into the Tesco ecosystem. Tesco Bank credit cards give you extra Clubcard points when you spend at Tesco. Tesco Mobile offers exclusive deals that look cheaper on paper but often cost more over a contract's lifetime compared to budget rivals. Tesco Home Insurance, sold under Tesco branding but underwritten by other providers. Tesco takes a cut for simply putting its name on the paperwork. The strategy is clear. If Tesco can become your grocer, fuel stop, banker, insurer, and phone provider, you'll never escape. Your entire financial life becomes a Tesco subscription, disguised as convenience. Alcohol discounts. The booze trap. Tesco sells over £1 billion worth of alcohol every year. Promotions on beer, wine, and spirits are some of the biggest drivers of footfall. But while you're eyeing that 3 for £20 wine offer, here's the uncomfortable truth. Many of these bottles are sourced from bulk wholesalers, rebranded, and sold as exclusive Tesco ranges. The margins are huge, sometimes 40% or more, yet customers think they're getting a steal. Then there's loss-leading beer. Big brands like Stella or Carlsberg are sometimes sold at near break-even, just to lure customers into stores. Because Tesco knows the real profit comes from the snacks, mixers, and last-minute extras you throw in your basket once you're there. That cheap crate is bait. The real bill is everything else. The psychological exit trick. Ever notice that Tesco puts magazines, snacks and drinks right by the tills? That isn't laziness. It's a dwell zone, engineered for impulse grabs. Parents waiting with kids are bombarded with sweets at eye level. Adults are tempted by glossy magazines, lottery tickets and last-minute essentials. By the time you reach the till, you've spent an extra £5 to £10 without thinking. Multiply that across 20 million weekly customers, and Tesco earns hundreds of millions from those last-minute temptations. So the next time you walk into Tesco, ask yourself, are you really in control of your shopping list? Or are you stepping into a carefully engineered environment designed to empty your wallet, waste your food, and track your every move? If you enjoyed this video, watch the one we did about Greggs. Just click the video on the screen.